Hey everybody, it's me, LaRasha, Goddess Queen, Just Me 23, and this is going to be another energy reading for the overall collective. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, as well as share. Hit that notification bell, select all, so you're notified when I do post on this channel. Make sure you thumbs up this video. I'm going to get a new sage stick. Song that's on right now is 95 South by J. Cole. Okay. Okay, so let me get this started real quick, y'all. So thumbs up this video, like, subscribe, comment, as well as share. Hit that notification bell, select all, so you're notified when I do post on this channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here for a while, thank you for supporting me. Make sure you check out the about me of my channel, the description box of each video, as well as the post section to get important announcements as well as news. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend. Okay. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's get that over there. I'm getting called to light some sage, so I'm gonna light some sage. Okay, so I'm gonna use the bullshit deck. One of y'all favorite decks. I know y'all been waiting for me to completely create this deck, and the pressure deck, and then also the fun deck, which is the newer deck that I create, which I think I'm going to use the fun deck in this reading too. So let's see, we got energy reading for the overall collective, energy reading for the overall collective, energy reading for the overall collective. So we have, it says, this matrix shit is real. It says, I fucked up everything when it comes to us. So somebody's realizing how the world that they have been living in is an illusion, how it has been set up to hinder them in specific situations, especially if they are somebody that is a god or a goddess or a pharaoh or a star seed or a a king, a queen, somebody that's very important, right? That has a very strong and a significant role when it comes to being having a purpose in this world. So just like that movie was created, it was created unconsciously, but consciously, as far as when it comes to breaking down exactly what is that we're in, right? The system, the programming, the brainwashing, the manipulation, the abuse, that has been going on. Somebody is realizing like the choices, the mistakes that they have made. And this does not necessarily mean that this person at this time fucked the shit up. If you meeting this person, or you, if it is a situation from the past, if this is somebody from the past, if this is a family member, friend, a lover, a coworker, and even an enemy, they're realizing exactly how the matrix caused them to mess up a beautiful relationship. Somebody is realizing how the matrix, the illusion that they were living, caused them to mess up a beautiful relationship, and that's okay. That happens, right? Everybody does not wake up at the same time. It's not possible, right? With the system that we're in, this matrix that we're in, this an illusion that we're in, it's not possible. So yes, before this person comes into your life, or even in the time that you and this person is dealing with each other, y'all are not on the same wavelength. Your journeys does not start off that way. So there's a lot of, things that take place. Selfishness from you, selfishness from her, selfishness from everybody else, thinking about, how your needs first, not everybody else's needs, what your mind frame is at that time, what this person's mind frame at this time could be two different things, and it clashes and bad things happen, right? So somebody is realizing how the decisions that they made has caused them to fuck up the journey that they're in. And this could be somebody that possibly is feeling this way, that has dealt with other situations before you. And then when they got to you, they feel like all the other situations put them in a bad situation when it comes to the relationship that you and this person's in. That could be if you are dealing with somebody that's new, that's how that person's feeling. Like, they feel like you are the perfect person. Like, they hate that they waited this way late in life to bring the universe to bring them into their life when they have already done all this stuff or been through this and have this situation, and they don't want this to be a load on you. And that's how the new person is thinking. Now the old person, sign of synchronicity, let's see how the old person's feeling. They're like, dang, I was living it with my divine feminine, and I was being manipulative. This is the old person is the one that's really, 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 really in mass regret, because they know that this whole time, especially if you were a divine feminine that was trying to wake this masculine up, and then you were making the certain changes, and they sat there and laughed at you or looked at you crazy or saw you as, less interested because of you being spiritual and you going about this, or you having this type of mind frame, or you having this type of belief system, and then they chose to go somewhere else. And then you, like I said, now you got a new, or now you over here, free from the situation with them. This person is realizing that. So you have a lot of people that's in regret when it comes to this matrix, as far as when it comes to this illusion. This is what I'm feeling from here. Okay, so we got energy reading from the overall collective. Never Really Mattered by Akon is playing in the background. It says, had your personal information. So somebody had your personal information to steal something, identity theft, fraud, to copy you, to take something that was not yours, or to, hack in. Somebody could have hacked into your account because they had your personal information in order to hack into your account. Okay. All they about to see is jail and commissary, though, because again, that even though there's bad things and situations going on with you, divine feminine, divine masculine, in this matrix, these people that's doing bad shit against you, they don't know they being watched because they in a whole fucking matrix. Like, come on now. Like, yes, they gonna allow people, you are God or goddess, that they allow, the universe allow people to bully you and underestimate you and treat you wrong, treat you cruel, and you're this God and goddess. All it's doing was helping them cover up, who you really are, cover up what's really going on, cover up this whole illusion. They look forward to the family members, the friends, the enemies, the hateful people, the ones that they can control, the decoys, the shapeshifters, fucking with y'all, right? In this matrix, while they messing up their journeys too, because a lot of y'all, if you a God and goddess, you around God and goddesses. Come on now, stop playing. Like, a lot of people, and that's why I said you can't be selfish to this journey, because I know for a fact, the different masculines and the different family members, or even people that I have encountered that are pharaohs. They have their own journeys, that are gods, that are goddesses, who they have their own little, their own eras. I know that, right? So I know that I'm not the only one. I just know that my journey is my journey, and none of these motherfuckers can take my name. And the thing about with Isis has multiple past lives of different lifetimes of different main female energy. And that's one thing that I love. And if y'all roll with me a long time ago, I don't know what year that was, and I was the first one that publicly said that Isis and Cleopatra was the first person, the same person. And everybody laughed at me. And then there was some of y'all like, dang, I see what you're talking about, LaRasha. I see what you're talking about. And who would only know that? Only person that would know that would be that soul of Isis and soul of Cleopatra. And then next, that whole controversy. And then remember, and then I did a reading saying they're gonna make a movie about you. For the ones that have been rocking with Rasha for a while, y'all gonna remember these readings, and I know y'all gonna comment and y'all gonna be like, I was here, I remember when you said that. Some of y'all probably gonna even go find the video and put the link in the comments or in the chat. I don't know, but I'm gonna say this. After that happened, then I did a reading where I said that the entertainment business was going to do a movie, and they're going to recognize you, and they're going to use your name and stuff like that. And I'm thinking this is going to be more personal, like my name, like LaRasha. But I understand exactly what they're doing as far as when it comes to this Cleopatra movie, that they've had Jada Smith be the narrator for the movie, the little documentary that Netflix created, that was a whole battle with Egypt, because this story is telling you how Cleopatra was not a white woman. She was not their Egyptian over there. That what they want to call them. That's what they want to call them. Because like I said, between them and the Africans, they're going to have to reap what you sow off of the false identity that they repped off of it. And that's all I'm going to say. And they know we mean business when it comes to that. Okay, because they continue to keep the lie. You ain't that little shit that they did. You still continue to keep the lie. So we gonna let you. But like I said, let's go back to this Netflix movie. That how they try to sue Netflix because it was showing that the Cleopatra was melanated and she looked more copper colored than anything as far as a copper colored Indian and all that stuff. So again, the stories that they have told you in their school systems and their reality TV until this documentary has been fabricated and manipulated, right? So there's a lot that has been shown to help you that this illusion that has been built in front of you is falling down. And it's in the book and that's why I say religious people kill me when it comes to this, because they hold that book so close to their hip, to their heart. And when it comes to them saying, my true children will remember who they are and they will reclaim everything that was left to them. When they don't want to, they try to look past certain things when it comes to certain stuff that's in that Bible. And like I said, that Bible was rewritten from the Mayette laws and before them and the Egyptians. And then this is another thing with religion, people. I want to drop this. Let me say this. So let me ask questions. So let's see who. To the history that we have here and the scientific evidence, because they pulling tombs and shit out of the ground and stuff, so it goes to the science labs and stuff. Who has been here on earth longer? The Egyptians are Jesus and these characters in this Bible. Which one's storyline is longer? Okay, now that's the first thing that I want y'all to answer. From that, after you answer that, answer this question from this Bible. So if the Egyptians, my knowledge is the Egyptians have been here longer than the Jesus and the Bible characters. So why is it only Egyptian tombs of these pharaohs and these gods that's getting pulled out of the ground, and not one tomb or casket of these 300 Bible characters that they have had in this Bible ever got pulled up? Or where are their graves Where are their tombstones? Where are their, like, make it make sense? That should be, yeah, this matrix shit is real, illusion fallen, right? They can't answer that question. You take me to Jesus, you take me to Mary, you take me to Adam, take me to all them people's casket in their burial place. Please take me. But all I see is these Egyptians and these scientists and these pulling up these tombs, and they over there in Cairo doing parades of my ancestors' bodies and dances and rituals and all kinds of, like it's a motherfucking Olympics. They got bare freaking aluminum tanks pulling in they gold caskets and stuff that's encrypted in they freaking name. Help me understand that. So what are we over here? Not we. What are y'all over here in America worshiping? Make believe something. Not saying that none of them characters is not, but that's not their real name, and that's not the stories. That is not the complete stories. That's not how that shit went. And the fact that they have took out so many chapters out of the Bible, what are you reading? Whose story is this? So that's the energy. I fucked up when it comes to us because, yeah, you had a lot of people misjudging you because of information that they didn't have, right? But again, it's okay. You came here, you know your purpose. Again, whoever this is that had your information, they about to see jail and commissary. Okay, a fake female. So it was a fake female that had your information that's getting ready to get in trouble for identity theft, stealing, fraud. It says thought you wasn't smart until you start speaking the truth. So thought you wasn't smart until you start speaking the truth. Okay, so they thought you was stupid. They thought you stupid, and that's why I'm thinking I'm free. I'm far from that. And my grandma tell you she had, my nana on my mama's side would tell you out of all her grandkids, she had two smart ones, me and Jerome. And she used to say we were so smart that we were stupid. Because, you know, when you were a kid, we were still programmed to the system. And now I just look back and I'm like, damn, I should have been listening to this lady. But I did listen. I listened to the right things. I listened to enough, and enough stuff stuck in order for me to be able to fight for what is ours. Right. So and know what she said, and her being the oldest and knowing what's going on. And then also my great grandma having them conversations with me and her at the same time. So anyway, just saying, you ain't stupid. Shit, you graduated high school with a 3.0. These motherfuckers got you fucked up. You was just quiet. Your grandma taught you to just sit back and listen and play stupid. And that's how you gonna see everybody mask gonna come off. So it says, let's make love slow and steady. So somebody want to make love slow and steady. I don't know if this is a fake female that was trying to come onto you. For the women that of y'all that are bisexual, that could also be a situation. There could have been a fake female that stole something from you, but also was playing like she was a lover to you. Okay? And this could be hard for whoever this woman is. I don't know if this woman was manipulated in order to steal stuff from you, or did she didn't know that who you were until, you know, it got, you're like, I don't know. But somebody is like, damn, I fucked up. This could be somebody that you allowed, you know, they had you in their grips. Wait for You by Miles Smith playing in the background. And it says, here comes the fake love. So here comes the fake love. Yeah, that come on, let's hang out. Or come on, let's, you know, I miss you. You know, I want you to feel on my booty or whatever. Let's have sex. There could definitely be a female that was intimate with you or was trying to entertain a fake relationship as far as when it comes to intimacy for the ones that y'all are bisexual. Now, for the ones of y'all that are straight female, this could definitely be a female friend, a female family member. This could also be like a coworker. This could also be a fake female that I'm hearing some of y'all got a situation where the fake female was messing around with your masculine, and she got a hold of your information due to your masculine. Okay, so that could be a situation too. The fake female could be a corrupt auntie. It says trying to make you look like the bad one. So somebody was trying to make you look like the bad one. It says he knows I don't want him, and that's why he's hating. So there's somebody that's hating because divine feminine, you don't want to be involved with this person, or you're no longer dealing with this person, and somebody's hating on a certain situation, like a new situation. Okay, it says I'm about to be a fool for our love. So somebody's getting ready to go. You know, and I'm not saying going above their means, but they're getting ready to really show you how much they really love you, right? And it could be like where some people look at them like that. He's a fool in love. I hope that really lasts. You know, it's going to be a lot of naysayers. But I feel like whatever you and this person got going on between you and this person, y'all, it's y'all know, right? And like I said, that people could say certain things about y'all's relationship. But like I said, it's just you and this person. You and this person against the world is the way I'm hearing it. Okay. And it says, when I needed you, you wasn't there. So somebody is saying when you needed them, they was not there. So this could also be a situation like, let's say, another thing, even when you meet somebody and this person is amazing and this person is like, oh, this is the guy of my dreams or the boy of my dreams, even if it's somebody from the past, there's certain situations that this person went through like in the past where it's like, why you was not there when I went through this, you know, and that brings up certain resentment. It brings up certain, you know, negative energies as far as pulling on negative heartstrings, as far as like, why were, you know, if you're such a great person, why you can save me when I was going through this, or why you couldn't help me when I was going through that. So I do feel like somebody is, with this being reversed, I feel like they're not allowing it. It did possibly come to the surface as far as the thought, but I feel like this person's like, no, I can't, you know, push that on her or him because I was not meant to cross that person's path and I was meant to cross them now. And somebody could be like feeling like, okay, what's going on right now for you to come in my life that I am not seeing? So somebody could be feeling that way. I don't know. Let's keep moving forward. Yeah, so they're having private conversations about you. Devoted by T.A. Thomas is playing in the background. It says your family is on the bullshit. So this is divine feminine. Your family is the one that's on the bullshit. So you got some family members. So there's a fake family member that had your personal information. Yes, someone you love switched sides on you. So there's a fake family member that you loved and you cared about that had your personal information. It says someone you loved switched sides on you. It came out again. It says, oh, they know they fucked up. So this fake female family member that knows that they allowed the matrix to fuck up the relationship. This person know that your ancestors is on their ass. So, okay, so there's a family member, female family member that know, yeah, that's a sign of synchronicity, that know your ancestors is on their ass. Yeah, oh, they know they fucked up. They thought they could play you. Okay, they thought they could play you. It said, oh, there you go, identity theft. I told you. There we go. This fake female committed identity theft. Now this person being extra, or this person was being extra. It says a corrupt auntie. It came out again. So this auntie is being extra. This auntie is showing her true colors. This person thought that they knew you, now was trying to make you look like the bad guy. Now they getting caught up. So you in this love energy. It says, let's take a trip, just you and me. So somebody wants you to take a trip. Again, catching flights. What's that song by Jack Harlow? First class up in the sky, champagne fun. Yeah, okay, so I just can't fake the funk with you. So somebody can't fake the funk with you. Somebody been faking it till they making it. Okay, I'm just going to tell the truth. Somebody want to tell the truth. So you could have a corrupt auntie that really love you, but they did some bullshit, and the bullshit they did could have stole some shit from you, gained something from you that was supposed to be yours, and this person's heartstrings is opening up because now they realizing, especially if this is an auntie that watched you grow up and they held you as a baby and yeah, and then they know that they family members is on the other side and they got your back. Yeah, this auntie right now is going through it. But again, it's out of your hands. It's your family members is on it. Yeah, they know they fucked up. Okay. So it says, my family is the one hating. So you got your masculine family and your family is hating. So there could be a family member that is not fond of you, divine feminine. And then you got some family members that's on some bullshit too. Okay. And it could be, especially in divine feminine, your masculine, whoever it is on your family, his family side, it's the ones that's doing the dirt. And you over there exposing his family members. And that's the reason why they don't like you. So just remember that for somebody or a lot of y'all, okay? Yeah, I'm just going to tell the truth. Somebody feel like they need to just tell the truth in a situation to get these ancestors off their ass. Okay, it says she assumed she was better. So there's somebody that assumed that she was better than you, okay? And this woman was wrong, okay? Somebody could be leaving a situation. It says, just wait till you see who all went against you. So again, it's a bunch of them that teamed up. It says, I fucked up thinking she was better than you. So somebody messed up thinking somebody was better than you. Maybe there's a masculine that slept with one of your family members. I don't know. If that's an old masculine and that's why he feel like he fucked up everything when it comes to the relationship between you and them. And then it says death is the case that they're getting. So you could have somebody getting ready to pass away. I did get, I was getting some type of energy where, let's say if somebody did steal something from you, this person gonna leave a will or some type of inheritance in your name. So that's what I was getting, that there was if somebody did steal something to you and they know their ancestors is getting ready to take them out, they could already have a will or something already in place because they was getting a guilty conscience some years ago. I don't know, but somebody, I feel like something's going to be rewarded to you if there is a family member that was stealing from you or was a part of some type of identity, that you gonna get something. Okay. Give me permission by Road James is playing in the background. It says she's a true hater. So whoever this is, she's a true hater. It says someone going to die tonight. Somebody could be getting ready to pass away tonight. Your ancestors is not playing. It says, I wanted you to chase me, but I see you ain't running. So somebody was enjoying the chase. Okay. It says, this is hard for me, divine feminine. So again, that card came back out. So there definitely could be some decisions that need to be made. That could be hard for you, your masculine, for your ancestors. Not for your ancestors that's in the spiritual realm. That's why they passed. I heard some of these ancestors passed away just so they can be the regulator to the ancestors that was on the bullshit in the spiritual realm. They are the ones that had those stripes to be able to run those moves. And hey, so if you had some gangster ass ancestors that was into all that shit in the real life, they passed away. Yeah, they passed away for a reason. They rather play they rollers to play the Grand Reaper to these ancestors that was on that bullshit. That's what I heard. So yeah, someone's about to take a huge loss. It says they're having private conversations about you. Yeah, and then it says you caught onto my tricks. So you caught onto this person's tricks. And then it says about to get all your money. So you're about to get all the money that they stole from you. And then it says someone's about to take a huge loss. They played and played. They chose to play those type of cards. and chose that checker mood or that pride. They committed fraud. So somebody committed identity theft and committed fraud in this part. They wanted to see you hurt. So this is somebody that wanted to see you hurt. They wanted to see you hurt. They wanted to see you hurt. They wanted to see you hurt. So they was okay for stealing from you. The Point of It All by Anthony Hamilton. Away from you too long. Even when I'm always gone. Oh, you okay. To brighten up your day. And the point of it all, I love you. I said I was going to take some of the fun deck. So, energy reading for the overall collective. 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 I'm going to take these on my line. And I'm going to take this one. And no matter what someone may bring, I'm fine with you. And the point of it all, I love you. The point of it all, I love you. So let's see. It says she is uninterested in him. So somebody is uninterested in him. So maybe that woman that felt and assumed that she was better is uninterested in your masculine. It says a woman just like you is coming. So there's a woman just like you that is coming. Now, I don't know. Again, I said, I don't know if there's a woman that's trying to set you up and trying to act interested, but we're going to see. It says, let's see. It says social media platform company. So something could be significant with a social media platform company. It says you are winning because you're different. So you are winning because you're different. Now, maybe there is something, let's say if you are on a social media platform, there could be a woman that's coming to present themselves when it comes to like some type of opportunity. And this person is coming towards you because you are different than everybody else that they have encountered. And this person wants to give you an opportunity. Okay, that could be significant. It says the jail clones is the jail cloned this person. So the jail could have cloned somebody. Somebody could have went to jail and this person's a clone. It says he is missing you like crazy. So somebody is missing you like crazy. It says the setup was planned a long time ago. So this is a setup that was planned a long time ago because you are somebody that's chosen. It says men are intrigued by you. So you got a lot of different men that's intrigued by you. So divine feminine, there's more than one man. So again, there's three wise men. It started off as three wise men, and that one man turned to three other men. You know, like, so it's total four men. So when one move towards a true divine feminine, there's three other masculines that move because this one masculine moved towards divine feminine with true love and affection. So there's other mans that start to be intrigued by divine feminine. So this is where it comes to being this spiritual warfare for your masculine that is whoever you're entertaining now, or who, you know, they feel like there's always this competition. It's always going to be that way because you're a goddess. You're a great queen. You are somebody that is holds this true divine feminine energy. So you have a lot of men that are intrigued by you right now. Okay, so you have, it says, don't answer the door. So they're telling you don't answer the door. If somebody's coming, I don't know, maybe a jail person, they clone somebody. It says first response is involved. So there could be an accident that could be getting ready to happen. It says everyone wants to give you a commitment. So you got more than one commitment that's coming your way. It says a child is trying to kill you. So there could be somebody that's in child energy. Child energy is anyone from a baby all the way to the age of, I said 30, we were at 30. So it could be anybody from the age of 0 to the age of 30, right? Before it would be 0 to the age of 27, but they're finding out that there's a lot of 27 to 30-year-olds that still live with their parents or an elder or, you know, in some type of situation when it comes to that. So yeah, so there's a child that's trying to kill you. It says white car, SUV, or truck. So this person could drive a white car, SUV, or truck. They're saying for you, don't answer the door, especially if this child has been in jail. It says you're too brave to lose, and this is where the universe is telling you are too brave to lose. If the government or, you know, whoever this is that try to set up a clone or set up a child, that somebody that you ain't meant to, you know, pay attention to be in that type of energy to try to go towards you, the universe is going to show out. And again, this matrix shit is real. And like I said, yeah, even though they letting allow people to bully you, you still got gods, and you even though they allowing you as a god or a goddess to get bullied, you still got protectors as far as when it comes to Galactic Federation that's not going to allow certain things, because again, you're too brave to lose. You're too important to lose. So they'll shut some shit down real quick. It says someone that and then you got your ancestors that's around too. So it says someone that wears makeup every day. So there could be somebody that wears makeup every day. That could be the woman that's coming towards you with some type of opportunity. It says a doctor is involved in setting you up. So there's a doctor that is involved in setting you up. If you have a doctor's appointment, be very cautious of this doctor trying to set you up into something. It says even the higher ups see you as a god. So these higher ups know you are a god. They know you are a goddess. Okay, they even see you as a god or a goddess. No guidance is playing in the background. And I'm gonna get 3 more, and then we're gonna get, oh, well, those wanted to fly out like that. Okay, we gonna take that. So yeah, so even the higher ups see you as a god or a goddess. And it says you are a community leader. Okay, it says in a week, something's happening in a week. It says a pharaoh is involved in setting you up. It's switched. So this could be that other family female. There could have been a family female pharaoh or that's to help that helps set you up. It says going to have to be mad. So whoever this is, they're going to have to be mad. It says they all had you wrong. So they all had you wrong, and you coming out undefeated, right? You had all these people working together to try to slow you down. It says a child slept with one of your masculines. So it could be the child that was been trying to kill you. There could have been a child that slept with a man, a masculine of yours, or somebody's masculine. Okay. That could be coming out. It says religious workers involved, and I told you religious people are involved in certain situation. I felt it. It says another god is involved and set you up. So again, like I told you, you roam. If you are a god or goddess, there is going to be another god or pharaoh that's trying to set you up, because again, there's different family bloodlines that's in mix of all this, right? Again, you got, I was talking about the Egyptians. If you go back to their timeline, there was different empires as far as when it comes to different levels of ownership, as far as when it comes to land, when it comes to rights, and when it comes to royalty, as far as when it comes to ruling, right? You had successors, you had people that was underneath you, you had things like that. So the same thing, you're gonna have the same, again, how they say history tends to repeat themselves. Pharaoh and God shit, y'all waking up, right? You realizing these are the same people that you was messing with centuries ago, decades ago, before Christ shit, BD, you know what I'm saying? Before Christ, not AD, Jesus is AD, before Christ, okay? BD, timelines, okay? It says they should have never made the deal. So your ancestors saying they should never made the deal. They should have never made the deal. So they out of there and they can't save themselves. Again, I told you, I said earlier, it was out of your hands. It says living off of child support only. So somebody's been living off of child support only, or that's what they finna be trying to do, is live off of child support only. And it says gold car, SUV, or truck. So somebody could drive a gold car, SUV, or truck, or white car, SUV, or truck. It says the delays they try to give you is coming for them and will forever be a hater. That's crazy, where it says she's a hater, and whoever that is, they will forever be a hater. I'm done with this deck. This person's forever be a hater. Somebody getting ready to get eliminated. You play funkly. You play what is it? You play funky, flunkly. I can't even say it right, but you play funky. What do you know what I'm talking about? You play like you a fucking loser, you finna lose like a loser. Let's change it that way. You play funky. I keep saying funky. Flunky. You play flunky, you gonna get what's dealt to you. And I can't even remember what it's saying, but it sounds better. You play loser, you gonna become a loser. Okay, so shoot. All right. Flunky. Now I can say it was no problem. So energy reading for the overall collective. Energy reading for the overall collective. You have a D energy here. You have a U energy here. You have an S energy here. I heard Dustin. We have an L. We have a V. We have an H. We have an N. Duns or Huns could be significant. A Duns number could be significant. We have a Y, a Q, another Q, an I, Whip It by Big X the Plug. Let me just pull one. We got an M. Okay. So we got DUSLVHMYQQIM. Okay. I heard VH. Okay. Sin, okay, is what I'm hearing. Okay. Lynn could be significant. Okay. Lindsay could be significant. Okay. Sim. Okay. Okay. I heard nurse. Okay. Something could be significant with a nurse. Okay. What is it called? RN and then LN, LVN. What is it called? Or whatever. LVN. Okay, so we got Indiana energy here. We have Mississippi. We have Missouri. Okay, is what I heard. New Hampshire. Idaho. Okay. New Mexico. I heard Montana. I heard none. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and end this reading. Make sure you thumbs up this video. Like Hawaii could be significant. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, as well as share. Thumbs up this video.